Welcome back in, everyone, to the atrium. It's good to see your faces. I hope everyone had a lovely time since I saw you last. How's everyone doing today? How's everyone feeling? Today we're back playing some more Wytchwood. Last time we left off, we started the deer quest, the stag quest, and we've got 2 fruity deers. Okay, let's see. I can't really remember what I was supposed to be doing because I've got the Gel brain. Piece together the statue's plaque, interrogate the nobles of the court. That's right. So the nobles.
A Sholon emissary has arrived.
Hi, kid.
Fair. Alright.
It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday.
Visitor check-in.
A regular crowd shuffles in. There's an old man sitting next to me, making love to his tonic and gin. He says, "Son, can you play me a memory? I'm not really sure how it goes, but it's sad and it's sweet, and I knew it complete when I wore a younger man's clothes. La dee da dee da da, la da dee da da. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you've got us feeling alright."
Alright. Yeah, watch an old wiggle dance. You just gotta wiggle when your friends sing. Especially with their good
spoons.
spoons. So, there were some things we needed to craft in order to get these nobles to talk. And I think there was like a truth tonic or something we had to do. Yeah, truth serum. In order to get the truth serum, we need to get unveiling powder. And I need more vines. And I think those are in the swamp. So we need 3 of them. So everything here, I need like times 3. So I'll have to make sure I get enough for that. And then we have to get a lot of crow's feet. And then we'll go back and get some more mushrooms from the mountains. So first things first, let's go to the swamp. Okay, vines. They're just kind of in places here. So we'll just go pluck them. Get some clay while I'm here. I'm sorry, snail. I forget every time you're in there. Just grab some essential. Oh, nope. Don't want to murder that snail. Just need the essentials. Yeah, I could use some thistle. Alright, let's go. The main thing we need to find is vines. There we go. And I need like 6 of them. But I will gather the other stuff while I'm around because I will probably need them eventually. Gotta be a little bit of a loot goblin today. Just try not to get the snail. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and craft a couple of these. And then I need 2 more vines. Okay, so there's one down here. One over there. Let me get away from the skeeter before it bites me. Okay, let me try to get a few more so I'm not leaving here empty. pocketed as far as that resource goes, because Lord knows I've got plenty of other stuff. These pockets were made for packing. That's what they do. Let's see. Now we need the crow's feet. I think I've mined out the swamp. Gotta wait for them to respawn. The sisal? Why not? And I think let's go back to the fields and get the crow's feet. I need 3 crow's feet. I need sticks. I'm out of stick. I could have got it at the swamp.
The captain is now on board.
Hi, Kev.
I'm a line up.
Nuts.
I'm looking at traffic line and 2 feet lining up from Wytchwood.
Oh, I mispronounced it the whole time.
Yeah. It's Alicante. I wasn't really paying any attention to
That was a great Euro.
how you were pronouncing it.
Let's say no one piloted it correctly.
There's nowhere. I mean, it's pretty obvious where you're gonna be, Lily. You're everywhere. No mutinies and riots for you. You must suffer with the rest of us. The vines have respawned, so I don't know where it's to stick, unless I just get them from log. But I haven't seen, like, just a stick hanging out in the swamp. There it is. Sorry, snail. I know there's another log over here. That's 2 sticks. But I need way more than that. So let's come over here and do the wick work. I could do 1. But I'm gonna need 3 more sticks. No anarchy for you, kid. Nothing for anyone today. Because Sunny is like, not today. I'm not working today. You can't make me. Sad. There is no anarchy in a governless place. Let's go to the forest. That'll have more sticks. Also, I'll be able to get those chestnut things, which are used for bait. I need to do a poll or something soon to, like, add things, or do an open post where we add things to the atrium pond. Just gonna walk around for a bit. I'm not gonna go near that dryad. I have no interest in that today, thank you. Okay. And then I'll need a 3rd crab. Okay. Now we can go get some crow's feet. Guess it doesn't really matter where I set them. As long as I'm not standing near them. There you go, that's what we call efficient murder. Gotta go get this while I'm here. No, I just want that. I don't want the grasshopper. Yeah, you got caught. Hello. Duck you at least. Okay, so I need to go back to the mountains to get more snow mushrooms. Aw, thank you for the protection. I need 6 more frozen mushrooms. I gotta look for logs. Aw, it's an igloo. Been way too long since I've been here. As long as you've been happy and rested and hydrated with water, then I'll accept it. I'll allow it. Look at these peppers. Okay, how am I doing? I need 2 more. I'll go ahead and craft. Well, it says I got 3 now. So that should be enough. Alright, let's go back to the castle. And get these stuffy nobles to spill their guts. They're trying to show up quite a bit, but sometimes you go live around the time I'm waking up. So I don't get to pop in. Yeah, that's fine. I understand. Like I tell everyone, I'm just happy to have you while you're here. It's Cold One! Alright. You stick your syringe into a plump macaron and offer it up to the nearest nobleman on a silver platter. He pops it into his mouth without even looking at you.
I love you.
Ah, we love you too. The broken plaque in the hedge maze. Did you happen to know anything about it? The noble's eyes flutter, and they speak as if conversing with themselves. Can you believe the audacity of the stag? He broke it! He should have been the one disposing the pieces. Well, I couldn't be bothered to do such menial labor. Can you imagine? So anyways, I just tossed my piece into the southeast corner of the maze. Next time, you should get some of the servants to do his dirty work. You snap your fingers at the noble. They sneer at you for a moment before returning to their wine as if nothing happened. You slather a cracker with liver pate and drizzle some scintillating serum over the top. Soon enough, a nobleman licks his lips and indulges himself. What do you know about the statue in the hedge maze? The nobleman scratches his chin absent-mindedly. Oh, you mean the one the stag smashed up. What's that? The nobles need to meet Luigi? Yeah. I'm not really supposed to talk about it, but he told me to get rid of some chunk of marble. Terribly heavy thing. Anyway, I just left it behind one of the wooden benches in the maze. Did he really expect me to lug it all the way out of the castle? You snap your fingers, and the noble immediately goes back to snacking as if nothing had happened. The noblewoman snaps her fingers at you as you pass by. You there, freshen up my wine. Nodding politely, you dip your syringe into her glass and squeeze out a good amount of purple liquid. She sips it with her nose high in the air. Those are broken black in the hedge maze. What do you know about it? The plaque. It's the last time I help out the stag, I'll tell you that much. He was whining about a prophecy or some such nonsense. Told me to get rid of a piece of that plaque for him. I tore my finest winter muff trying to get to grips with that damnable thing. I left it under the big tree in the middle of the hedge maze. You snap your fingers, and the noblewoman makes a disappointed frown. She pulls up her collar in a huff and rejoins the party as if nothing had happened. Yuck. Well, now we know where all the pieces are. Let's go get them. So, there's one in the southeast corner, one in the near the bench, and one in the center. So let's go looking. Wedged under the tree's forking roots lies a jagged piece of stone. Take it. There's the bench up here. Just as described, a piece of the plaque seems to have been kicked under the bench and forgotten. Take it. Then one in the east. Did I do it wrong again? This is west. I'm sad that I way overslept on Sunday. Muffalo and I were supposed to host our second community crossover PRC karaoke night. I mean, I'm happy you got rested though. But I know how sad that must have made you. So I'm wrong. Was I right the first time? This is the southeast corner of the maze. And I've been east and west. This is definitely southward if north is pointing to the top. And I don't see any sparkly nonsense that would tell me where to look on either of these places. Maybe up there where that bird fountain is. Nope. Unless they're saying south is like the top of the screen for some reason. Got it up, there it is. Buried beneath a heaping of snow, you finally managed to find a hunk of stone. Thank you. I'll try to remember. That looks like the last piece of the plaque. I'll have to reassemble them at the stag statue if I want to make sense of this. Alright, let's see what the prophecy is. The prophecy that always obviously says the other brother's the king. The nobles of the court seem to have nothing but time on their hands. Perhaps some of them know the secrets of the statue. Snap the broken chunks of marble back into place. Despite some marring on the surface, you can read the plaque quite clearly. The Buck and the Stag, a tale of two princes. Only one destined to be rightful the heir and ruler. The king will be revealed by the touch of the truest crystal flower. Looks like the stag is trying to cut his dear brother out of his birthright. I wonder what's the business with the crystal flower. The buck knows his way around the garden. Perhaps he'll have some idea. Flicking his ears, the young gardener puts his pruning shears down at your approach. Maybe I gave him the wrong kind of voice. Oh well. Hello again. Lovely day for a walk in the hedge maze. Granted, you don't get lost. Say, you wouldn't happen to know anything about a crystal flower, would you? Crystal flowers. Why, they are very, very rare. It's said they only grow in a cave at the highest peak of the mountain. According to legend, the truth of one's heart is refracted in the facets of each frosted petal. What do you ask? No reason. I just thought one might make a nice gift for your brother's big day. Hey, you're right. That's a brilliant idea. What better gift from the court's gardener than a beautiful crystal flower? Oh, but the trek up the mountain is perilous. I don't know if I have what it takes. Nonsense. I was heading up that way anyways. You just stay close behind. Really? You'd help me? Well, alright. What are we waiting for then? Meet me out by the slopes, and we'll get underway. Heck yeah! And I need to exit the castle and go to that place that I was incorrectly going to last time. I have a theory, Ken. I think both the stag and the deer are bottoms. The difference is, or the stag and the buck are bottoms. It's just the difference is the stag is a power bottom. Oh, loves the maze. Okay, let's see here. Where is the slopes that we're supposed to be meeting at? Oh no, versus the maze, I see. Lily! Oh, here we go. My spacebar doesn't like to work. It's a real space case. Ba-dum-bum. You see the buck hiding behind a bush, anxiously watching something up ahead. What's the matter? Did you get cold feet already? Shh, they'll hear you. Look. Through the pine boughs, you can make out figures moving across the snow. They're covered in warm pelts and carry sharp-looking spears. The royal trappers. They keep my brother's court supplied with furs. But they've been out here for so long, they'll hunt anything that moves. Be a shame if those antlers of yours ended up as someone's trophy. Wait here, let me deal with them. Alright, be careful. So... Alright, let's see what these guys' deal are. Touch of cold. Okay. Thank you, Sunny. Let's see. I need frostling snow. Whoops. Bottled despair. And metamorphosis elixir. How many of these things do you think I'll need? I wonder if I'll just be able to walk through them. Oh, you didn't see me move. It was the wind. I have a feeling that I'm gonna have to deal with these goats. What be Olo up to tomorrow? Commission work. Now that Ham's gonna start doing work, work. We're trying to get some stuff done for an important secret project. All geysers. Okay. Before you stands a looming rock face. Not even the most determined climber could hope to scale it. Aw, thanks for the hugs. What are you up to tomorrow? thought you said you knew the way up the peak. Oh wow! I accidentally broke the game. We're not supposed to be here yet. Oh, yeah, I deserve that. I deserve that for breaking the game. Hi, Apollo. Well, you see, this is the Great Geyser.
This is your self-care reminder.
Yep.
Please hydrate, stretch, and save your progress.
Heyo! When the air is cold enough, the water erupting from it freezes solid. Neat. And then we will do a stretch. I thought it might give us something to climb up. You look into the dry crater at the bottom of the sheer cliff. I don't see much erupting happening down there. It's been dormant for a few seasons now. I kinda hoped we'd get lucky. I don't trust any luck that I don't make myself. You take a moment to ponder your situation and eye the small geysers nearby, frequently spewing up steam up into the frosty air. I suppose these other water spouts all draw from the same underground source. I think you're right. They started popping up shortly after the Great Geyser fell silent. And I wager if we plug them all up, we'll be able to make the big one blow its top again. Plug them? With what? You turn your attention to the bleeding mountain goats digging for lichen nearby. Those frosty beets look about the right diameter. Maybe I can coax some of them into position. Okay, what do I need for the goats? And do I want to skip... do I want to skip the other thing I was supposed to do? Goat perch. I need cobblestones. Magic paste. And shiny lure. So I can make magic paste. What do I need for shiny lure? I can probably make that. Oh, and then cobblestones, which we'll need to get. I'll probably need 3 of these. So there's that. And then there's also this. Which I feel like I should go back because the creators put in effort to making these missions and I don't want to just skip them because I'm lazy. Let's see. So I need weird water for this. But really, I just need water and some more frog slime in order to get enough of that. What about this elixir? Dryad fruit and changeling root. We're definitely gonna go back to the forest. There's a lot of resources there. Let's see, I think the portal's somewhere over here. Yeah, here we go. I was gonna ask if maybe Olo might want to do one of those co-working voice chat things. I hope you and Annie don't mind, but I'm totally gonna borrow that idea. I've already made a voice chat in the asylum for it. Go ahead. It's something I've seen in other people's servers, so I cannot take credit for it. But yeah, I don't mind that. If you let me know around what time you're gonna do it, then I can't show you what I'm working on because it's secret, but I can be in the chat room while I work on it. We were gonna go to the forest. Olo secrets? It's secrets for someone else, but it's secrets for Olo to keep. Okay, so I need berries. Go ahead and craft 2 more of these. It'd be nice just to sit and hang out. Yeah. As long as it's during my active hours, then I will definitely be there. Let's see. You need to get some changeling. The dryad, I need a cinder box to get the dryad flute. And I need dragonflies to do that. So let's go down here to this fairy circle. Yeah, you can do it if you want to. There's always no pressure. But you know me. I love it. Okay, let's see here. Get some of that frog. Definitely need all of these dragonflies. Probably should catch that fairy. And then there's a changeling around here, so let me get my axe out. Gotta find where this changeling is. There we go. I decided my next doodle is going to be me attempting to recreate one of my charcoal drawings digitally. Because why not? I think that's actually really good practice. I think that would be really smart, actually. Because it is a completely different medium you have to learn. You know, digital. So if you work with something you've already done, I think it'll help you translate your skills. There's another fairy circle over here, which is why I'm headed over here. Because I need that. Oh, there's a dryad there. Can I make a cinder box? Go ahead and get the cinder box going. I drew button as exactly as I could was because I was turning a colored image black and white in my mind. Yeah. Get some dryad fruit. Sticks. Why not? Okay. Bye. Have fun. These are not the circles I was looking for. Yeah, it helps you see tones. Like, working grayscale is also really good shading practice. But it's like working with charcoals too. I think that's why starting an art journey with charcoals could be really beneficial. Which is probably why they started. Like, Art 101 is pencils and charcoals. It's grayscale. So you can just learn to see the shapes and shadows. Because a lot of people don't think you need to learn that stuff, but you do. It's not a given. It is a skill. Because we're kind of taught counterintuitively. We are taught symbols. Because symbols are easy to recognize. And so we have to unteach our brains symbols and look at what is really there. I've realized I sort of enjoyed the action of having a challenge or goal. So I figured maybe I can try to set myself a weekly art goal. To start or something. Yeah. I remember a tutorial saying you can tell a lot about colors through grayscale. You can. I've been listening to videos on perspective and how color and light reflects us spins on different themes. And a lot of videos on anatomy. Yeah, anatomy is a big thing. Okay, I will need to get more changeling. I think I just need to find that other phase circle and then we'll be good to go. I need to create 2 more shiny lures. I need more firefly. I remember Bob Ross did a painting in grayscale for a colorblind viewer. Yes, he did. I don't know what I look like, let alone anybody else. I need to have a textbook understanding according to my brain. Gotcha. Like a physical word for word definition. I understand that. But I thought something that was also neat, speaking of Bob Ross, was Mr. Rogers. And one time someone who had a sight disability, a child who had a sight disability, wrote into him asking him if he had fed the fish, because he would only originally say he was feeding the fish occasionally, and the child was worried that the fish was hungry. And so he started saying every time when he was feeding the fish, so that the sight disability children knew that the fish was taken care of. Yeah. There you are. Get over here. Luckily, things respawn pretty quick, so I'll be able to just farm this location. Okay. I can make another lure now. Okay, I've got my 3 lures. Now I need 3 paste. I need 2 more paste. Which I need a dragonfly wing from the swamp and milk from the fields. Which means I need pots. I need 2 jars. Let's get that crafted and out of the way. And then I'm going to actually go over to my inventory and put this stuff that I don't need to pull out in my back pocket. Ken told me about this. Yeah. Mr. Rogers, bless his soul. That should be who all people aspire to be, is like Mr. Rogers. Mr. Rogers was a gem. A mother wrote to ask for an autograph for a sick child, so he flew his ass out to her hospital with his puppets to cheer her up. Yes. And not for like a publicity stunt either. That was just like who he was. I don't think there's another cow in the area. Let me see if there's anything else I need from this area other than milk, because we gotta wait a little bit before we milk the cow again. Let me go ahead and make this elixir. Because I needed it for something. And I need weird water. I need more of that elixir too. I think I need to use this. We'll craft 1 for now. I don't want to make more than I have to. So weird water, I think I only needed water for weird water, right? No, I needed more frog slime. Which means I'll have to probably go back to the forest. Well, it's in the swamp. It's bug ichor. I'll get that whenever I hunt the dragonflies. I was going to do that anyway. And then the frostling snow. The frostlings needed the melting pot. That was their weakness. And so I need cardinal feathers, which means I'll need a couple of traps. Let's go ahead and make the traps. It's a balloon dog. Okay, and then I need a couple cinder boxes. Rodent lard. I need to capture squirrels. I need more traps. And then I need more dragonflies. How many rodent lards do I need? What did I need a rodent lard for? Oh, that's right, the cinder box. I only need one, and I need 2 crystals. So let's do 2 squirrel traps and 2 cardinal traps. And then I need another pot for water. Let's make a pot. And then I think I could get the water. Are you a changeling? Get back here. Just in case I need more. Okay, let's see if the cow's ready. Yep, cow's ready. Okay. Let's see. I'll be able to craft that paste after I go to the swamp and get the dragonfly parts. And I'll also be able to get the bug ichor from the dragonfly parts. Or the despair potion or whatever it is. I feel like the timing on the lower banner is off. It seems to be going slow for some reason. Or maybe I've always had them like this. I just had them in the wrong spot for some reason. Nope, it's in the right spot. Alright. What were the dragonflies? Bait stick. Okay. Luckily I've got enough for that. Alright, so just place this here, and then we'll walk away. And one should fly by. Go. I got a couple ichors. I think I'll craft another bait stick just to be on the safe side. So I can make my 2 pastes. Okay, and then cobblestones. And then what do I need for this? I need weird water. We have that. Bottled despair. Okay, and then we just need to get the stuff for the melting pot. So we need the 2 cinder pots. So I need to go back to the forest for. Just grab these. We need to go get some squirrel lard. Lard of squirrel. Okay, there's a squirrel right here. Thank you for your donation of lard. Oh, I need fireflies too. Okay, let's go down to the circle. I think I'll also need another squirrel lard. If I see another squirrel hopping about, I need to extract its lard. All this while I'm here. I'll get that changeling too. Okay. Don't think I need these mushrooms. So we're gonna craft this tinder box. And then we'll go get one more squirrel lard. Here's a squirrel. Okay, then we'll craft the second tinderbox. Alright, let's go to the city and get the cobblestones. We need 8. Little lady in the big city. By big city, I mean little hamlet. But I guess if you're used to living in a swamp, it is kind of a big city. Okay, so we got one down. Need 7 more. More to go. I see that mimic over there. He's not fooling me. Oh, that one had a nail in it too. 5 more. I feel like we could never have another Mr. Rogers because of the inherent, like, desire to publicize one's deeds in this day and age. Or the actual requirement of it to make a sustainable business model. So it's like, even if your main goal is to help a bunch of people, in order to make that a sustainable practice, you do have to exploit it, which means it's inherently a tainted process. Probably why I've never really watched Mr. Beast videos. It just makes me feel gross. Oh, I got a couple of cobblestones that were overlapping. Oh wait, I gotta eat 8 times 3 goat perch. Oh no, I only need 1. Well, look at me, going above and beyond. Alright. Don't mind me, thief. I just need this bit of, actually, there's another bit of cobblestone over here. I don't even have to bother with him. Okay, make that. And then we'll go back to the mountains and get the frostling snowflakes. Polo's preparing for the future! I may never need to use these things that I've ever crafted, but I'm prepared! Oh well, better to have it and not need it, you know. You know the old adage. Okie dokie, where is a frostling? There you are. Get back here. Oh, that's right. The cinder boxes were just for this. I still have to capture 2 cardinals. Because by itself, they're not... Don't you dare. That's for the cardinal. You live today. That cardinal? He's dead. Okay. I need to go ahead and craft one of these. Oh no, I need 2 for 1. So I need 2 more traps. Which I just have just enough reeds for. Okay. Make one of these melting pots. Is that guy? Yeah, he's just hiding behind there. I thought, no, you need the snow stair? I was making the wrong things. I needed reed. I had it all in my pocket and I wasted it. Wasted it. Okay. Go get some reed. I need to do a better job of paying attention. My brain is that of a gill, that's for sure. Every day I fight against my decentralized nervous system, and some days it wins. Get more reeds, because I think I'm going to need a couple more. Oh, there's another one over there. Oh. Okay. Now we can go back. I'm lost. It's okay, I found myself. Okay, back to the mountains. Let me change out my pocket stuff. Traps can go in here. Put the snares in here. Put the cinder box in here. Alright, let's go find... There's one. I'm sorry. I really am. Okay. Probably another one further down here, if I remember correctly. There he is. I was like, where is it? There it is. I thought I didn't drop one. I was like, yeah, I deserve that. Okay, I've got a touch of cold. And the mountain goat thing. So let's see if this was supposed to be part of the story or if I just wasted time and materials. Oh, it turned them all into snowmen. It did do something. You glance at the buck hiding safely behind a tree at the far side of the camp. Making a raven's call, you signal for him to join you. The buck picks up his way through the frozen trappers. Are they going to be okay? They might catch a case of the sniffles. Nothing a nice warm bowl of soup won't fix. Come along now. We're still a ways away from the mountain peak. Think I know the way up. I'll meet you ahead. Come join me when you're ready. Soup. Okay. Because I am a bit of a lousy person, I've already done this dialogue. Place. The ocean is soup. What am I, or am I supposed to go perch? Place. Is that not the place I'm supposed to place the goat perch? Maybe I gotta, like, lure the goat to it. No. You don't get to... Not me luring this goat to their frosty doom. I'm sorry. That goat's getting turned into soup. Goat doom. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Okay, one more goat.
It is time for invasive capitalism. We'll be back after these forced messages.
Consume. 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 Consume.
Like these geysers are consuming these goats. With the plump bodies of braying goats clogging up the small geysers, the earth beneath your feet begins to rumble. The mountain goat's eyes go wide as the pressure builds beneath them. With no other outlet, the steam rushes toward the only opening left. With a deafening boom, the long dormant geyser erupts, sending the great sphere of water high into the air. As the deluge reaches its apex, ice crystals begin to form in the mist, twinkling as they hang in the air. Bit by bit, they begin to build on each other, forming a larger and larger crystals, until it forms a great column of ice, rising all the way up towards the mountain peak. Ah, I can't believe it worked. Last one to the top is the spotted fawn. Okay, I'm taking my goat perch to the peak. Okay, before we continue, we have to do our ad break so people don't get pre-roll ads whenever they first come in. Now is a good time to get up and stretch, get a snack, drink some water, and do whatever it means to take care of yourself during this time. We'll be back in a few minutes. Welcome back, everybody. I hope you guys had a wonderful break. Alright, let's get back into it. I love the shape of the snow person. You stand at the mountain peak, buffeted by wind and snow. Now then, where's this crystal cave you spoke of? I'm not sure. I think it should be just up ahead. But in this blizzard, I can hardly see my own nose. The three-eyed snowman. They see all. The buck jumps behind you, pointing into the frigid fog. Wait, what was that? You squint into the galing winds, unable to see anything but white. Probably just another mountain goat. I wouldn't be so sure. When I was little, my brother told me stories of the snowkin who lived up here. He said if I ever went up the mountain, the snowkin would blow a great blizzard down on me. He said they turned me around and give me false directions until I got lost and froze solid. Sounds to me like the snowkin might be some kind of guardian spirits. And if they're aiming to keep people away from something, then they surely know where that something is. I have a notion to find our way as they do, but it will take a considerable quantity of their essence. Your brother's a douche, yeah. Your brother just wants to keep you away from the prophesied flower that will, make you the king. That sounds dangerous. I'll just stay put then. I know better than to wander blind in a snowstorm. Alright, I gotta do snow person essence. How do I get essence of Snowkin? Hello, Snowkin. How are you doing? Oh no, that's a Snowkin. Hi! I have that! In my pocket! Oh, you don't want to be my friend. That sucks, because I wanted to be your friend. Sorry. What am I crafting towards? That would be helpful if I knew what I was crafting towards. Because otherwise I just murdered that guy for no reason. I don't know, it just tells me to get 3 of them. So let me see what I need. Let's put down our other 2 bird traps. Self-defense. See, I just had wanted to be friends. Alright, let's get some cardinals. Oh, one trap with 2 birds! That's good, because I'm gonna need some more. I'm probably gonna have to relay that one. Okay. Let me make this, because I'm probably gonna need a second trap. And I'll probably have to go all the way out, because I don't have a 3rd cinder box. Oh, Snowkin! Where are you? Oh, there's one. Sorry. I need your essence. Okay. I need a cinder box. I guess before I leave, I can get my cardinals feathers. That way I could just craft it and come back. Okay, let's go and get the other stuffs. I'll come get your essence later, don't worry. Don't worry, I'll murder you too. There's plenty of murder for everyone. Kinda wishing there was more portals. This area is kind of big. And it's making me travel quite a distance. I love the little snow person feet. That's a nice touch. Okay, I need squirrel lard and fireflies. I think. Embers, I need all of them. Let's go to the forest. Because I need more stuff for the traps anyway, too. I think I'm out of stick. That's stick, but get all of these because apparently I need a lot of them. Also get that frog. Never have too much frog. I need more stick. Log over here. Oh, there's a stick back there. Okay. Craft this. There is a squirrel up here. I'm sorry. I need your lard. To murder a snow person. You don't feel bad. I don't want to murder you because I want to murder you. I want to murder you so I can murder someone else. Totally different in those circumstances. Okay, that's all I can get from here. Alright, so I can make my cinder box. I murder for necessity, not for conviction. It's completely different. Oh, there's a squirrel meat. I forgot. Can't forget that squirrel meat. Now we get to walk all the way back over. I just noticed a difference. These snow people only have 2 eyes because they are derived from other forms of people. But the other snowmen have 3 eyes. Maybe they're derived from a third eye kind of people. Well, they look like they have 2 eyes, but every time they show the portrait, it's 3. Okay. I got this 3 snowkin stuff. Maybe I gotta talk to the buck again. Look! See how the snow swirls in strange directions? Maybe the snowkin know the path. You pile the mystical snow at the buck's feet and shield it from the howling winds. The flakes drift in the air like icy glitter. Oh, come on then. I'm getting chilly. Prod the snowdrift with a muttered invocation. Despite the chaotic storm, the snow crystals swirl into an icy ribbon and slowly trace a line up to the mountain's peak. Here it goes. That must be the way to the crystal cave. He takes off after the trail like a shot. You hike up your skirt and do your best to keep up in the dense snow. Having a metal pot for a head is not good in the cold. Shall we? Oh, it just teleported us here. I walked all the way over here. This face falls as you arrive at another sheer cliff. I don't understand. The snow stops here, but there isn't anything more than rocks. Did the snowkin mislead us? Are we lost? I don't want to freeze solid. This is no dead end. Look. You gesture to the cliff where the eddies of swirling snow quickly gather. Within moments, the entire wall of rock is buried under fresh white powder. You reach out a clawed finger and touch the pure snow. It melts away to reveal a glittering opening in the stone. The crystal cave! You did it! Let's go in before we freeze to death. I'm certain the crystal flower must be inside. And where we go? Oh dear. Ba-dum-bum. Look at all these flowers. I didn't think there'd be so many. I'm going to pick a whole bouquet. You stop the impetuous youth with a quick tug and mutter beneath your breath. Hold on. The prophecy mentioned the one true crystal flower. These other flowers must be a deception meant to trap foolhardy would-be kings. Prophecy? What are you talking about? I only mean to say that we should find the best single flower for your brother's coronation. Good point. Quality over quantity. Aha! I think I see just the one right over there. It's this one. It's perfect. Just look at the refraction of the petals and the frosting on the leaves. Oh, but I seem to have forgotten my pruning shears back at the castle. Would you do the honors? I don't want to damage it. Plot twist! The witch is the king. You snip the brittle stem of the flower, careful not to touch it directly. Prophecies can be nasty stuff if to stick your fingers in. Buck holds the flower aloft, inhaling in the blossom's magical aura. Wow, smells just like powdered snow on fresh pine trees. The moment is interrupted by shrill cries of aristocrats, clamoring against each other. I found them over here, my lord. Oh. He's so much taller than his younger brother. In a rush of colorful fabrics and fancy hats, you find yourself surrounded by nobles. The stag steps out from their midst, looking irate. After everything I've done for you, this is how you repay me, brother. Wait, the nobles did work? I know they climbed? Probably not. There's probably servants that carried them up here or something outside. The young prince blinks in confusion. Oh, what are you doing here? Have I offended you somehow? Usurper. You thought you could slip off when I wasn't looking and steal the crown from me? You think I don't know about the prophecy of the crystal flower? Why does everyone keep talking about a prophecy? I picked this flower as a gift for you, brother. Fool! Only the king can choose the true crystal flower, and you are not the king. The stag reaches down at his feet and plucks the closest flower. Oh, that's death by curse. See? Only I can. Whoopsie daisy. The stag never finishes his sentence, his defiant pose forever imprisoned inside solid ice. Oh, my brother, what have you done? He gives the mystified Buck a reassuring pat on the back as the nobles gather closer. The true king has been revealed indeed. King? You mean me? You are the prince after all. And I suppose that prophecy was pretty clear. Magic flowers are seldom wrong about this sort of thing. And if you tend to your kingdom with the same care you tend to your garden, you'll do just fine. See how easy they turn? So easy. The ring of nobles crowd around the Buck. You know, I never cared much for that stag myself. I think a new ruler will shake things up a bit. You excuse yourself as they bow and praise the confused lad. Long live the king! Passing the frozen stag, your eye catches something sticking out of the permafrost. Side eye, I know. You reach down and pick out a shard of translucent ice, careful not to cut yourself on the sharp edges. Despite the warmth of your palm, it does not melt. The soul of the stag. Quest completed. He is now a frozen corpse forever. Good luck. Wow, this is all too much. Especially since he seemed to love his brother. This is not a happy day. Knock him over. No. Remember, I only murder when I need to. Not out of conviction. Oh, that's nice that they placed me here. Alright, so we've got two options. We've got the hogs and the hawk. So I'll put it to a vote to see which one we go to next. Create a poll. Self-defense, yes. Self-defense sometimes means murdering people for other things. For defensive things. Who next? Hogs. Hawk. 1 minute. Go. Ba-da-da-da-da. Hogs in the market or hawk in the fields? The hogs is like a Three Little Pigs reference. I'm wondering what the hawk is. A lot of these are loosely based on fairy tales. There's a lot of Brothers Grimm happening in here. Loosely. I'm still torn between the two theories of the Snow White, in this case, if it's my body or the body of someone I love. The wolf was pretty pushy, and Red was... Yuck. Okay, poll ended. It wasn't clear winner, so... Hawk. There you go. We're doing kids. Ken's the only vote, therefore Ken wins. Okay. We're going to the Hawk in the field. Let's see how let's see which artist worked on the Hawk portrait. Because burb. Okay, so the Hawk's over here. Let's start marching. It is the word, but na 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 na. Let me get some of these while I'm here. These are vital resources. I don't know why the pheasant sounds like a chicken. Oh, got stuck on a rock. Alright, let's just walk through the murder pumpkin fields real quick. Okay. So, is the Hawk? Yeah, the Hawk's this way. Oh there, ma'am. Hope you don't have business that way. The mill's in a spot of trouble. The mill, you say? Aye, so I do. I was just about to drop off my wheat to the nice couple that works there, but when I heard the ruckus, I thought it best to wait here. What ruckus? Are they beset by bandits? Worse, a businessman. The Hawk is the land baron that owns most of the property around these parts. I saw him banging on the mill's door with a greedy look in his eyes. Sir, no one actually holds their hat like that when they talk, only for dramatic effect. Trust me, it's best to lay low until the storm blows over, unless you want to end up penniless. I have a little use for coin, therefore nothing to lose. Perhaps I have to see what the fuss is about. He can't hurt me, I'm poor! I'm already poor! What can he do to me? New chapter, the Hawk. Yeah, safe to say, Ken. Ken. Ken, are you seeing this? By decree of the local bylaw, you must come out. I'm already poor, laughs while crying. Anyone who interferes with eviction of this property will face full legal consequences for obstruction of justice. As the stately tycoon hammers on the mill's door, a pair of shaking voices calls from the nearby window. Please, Master Hawk, we just need a little more time. Oh, what a stuffed shirt you have. You've had ample opportunity to renegotiate our contract to the Civil Hall. This is no time for excuses. Now open this door at once. More missable contracts. Drop the pretenses, Hawk. You're nothing more than a crook in a fancy clothes. Excuse me, but this business does not concern you, madam. Take your snide remarks and be off. I'll determine what business earns my concern, thank you very much. I'd like to hear the other side of the story for myself. Well, if they insist on remaining locked inside, then I shall depart. But if I do not receive my payment at the bank soon, even a locked door won't stand in my way. He has a pillow, cloth stuffed with feathers. The hawk steps smartly around you and off down the road, back to the village, leaving a trail of dust in his wake. The poor millers are still too shaken up to come out. I'll have to get in round the back somehow. A hatchet might break these apart. Why would I want to? Ah. Don't mind me, I'm just breaking into your house for good purposes, I promise you. How did you get in here? Did the hawk send you? We don't have anything left to give, we swear. B&D. Relax. I'm not a thug. It sure seems like you two are caught between a rock and a bureaucrat. How did you get into this pickle? What's to tell? The hawk is our landlord and we work this mill for him. We've always been on time with our payments, never missed them once. But that greedy tyrant has been steadily hiking up the cost. We've barely been able to feed ourselves and pay our dues. But we always manage to scrape by. My creepy grabber slipped. Your door was ajar. By the way, all those crates out there of goods and stuff you probably could have sold
This
to get
is your
yourself
self-care
out of debt,
reminder.
they're destroyed now.
Please hydrate, stretch, and save your progress.
Okay, then we'll do a stretch. In this last month, he raised the rent again. What's worse, someone broke in during the night and cracked our millstone. If we can't grind flour, we'll never be able to get the money. Now he says if we can't pay, he'll evict us. Awfully suspicious that your millstone was damaged right as the rent increased. Almost like he wanted to get rid of you. We've explained the situation to him, but that man only has eyes for gold. Not a kernel of kindness resides in his heart. It's us. Well, let me take a look at that grinder of yours. A broken mill isn't much good to anyone, regardless of who owns it. Really? You do that for us? The millstone was repaired, and we just might be able to make enough flour before the deadline. Alright, take a look. You inspect the granite millstone and run your fingers along the wide crack that has rendered the device dysfunctional. Just as I thought, it appears to have been done on purpose. The heavy stone could be coaxed back together, but it will require strong bonding magic. You do that for us? Well, I've already done a bunch of stuff for other people. Might as well. Not like I need to get these souls, to save whoever's in my basement and regain my memories. Okay, so I need 3 cobblestones, a snag vine, and a restorative doll. For a restorative doll, I need 2 healing postesses. We'll go ahead and do that. Fairly easy. We need that charm. And a snag vine. And I can craft the snag vine now. Okay, where's this triangle charm thing? Here it is. I need a pumpkin jack bone. And a wicker work. Look, there's a half-dead broad in my basement and a goat with an attitude. Don't question my motives. Or anything I just said. So I gotta go get the pumpkin jack, but I don't remember. What do I need? I think I need snag vine for the pumpkin jack. And I'll need another skeeter snoot. Alright. Secret passage. Secret tunnel! What's this?
Logging visitor check-in into the Universal Database.
Hi, Carlos! How you doing? Two lovers destined for one another. Okay. Yeah, it was a snack vine. Okay. I'll just use this one. Okay. Now we need to go get another Skeeter Snoot. Can't we just hire the bandits to go rough up the businessman? It would feel like that smack goes the axe. Okay, need a Skeeter Snoot. I need a smoke pellet, which I know I can craft. I just saw it in my craft inventory. I could. So got our smoke pellet. I could put this goat lure into my deep inventory pocket. I don't need it anymore. Oh, over here looking for solutions. Unique solutions. Can I just hire a bandit? Can I just get an assassin or two? Thank you. That's right, I gotta murder them in their sleep. Okay. Get the sewing kit. Get the stag vine. Okay. And then I need the charm. And then we'll get the doll. We've got the stag vine and the doll. And there was one other thing I needed. Cobblestones for the village. We're just gonna shove some stones in the crack and call it a day. We both have needs. You need money and I need souls. Well, you remember that one guy wants to dance. So if we could just convince the bar owner to let him dance at the bar, we might be able to skip payment altogether. Get these cobblestones. Dance on the hawk's head. We just gotta convince him that it's a really interpretive performance piece. Be like, no, they'll totally really look like they're dying, but that's just part of the act. They're just such a good actor. The best actor, in fact. Okay. Look, Elijah Wood doing a dancey dance. I don't think the bandit could pass for Elijah Wood. I'm just gonna come out and say it. Been a while since we've seen his portrait, but I remember what the bandit looks like. Can I just go through the front door? Now that I've befriended them. Okay, restorative idol. You place the idol atop the old millstone. Magpie. Befriended. The vines wind their way neatly into the crack of the millstone, beginning to seal it anew. The cobblestones cluck down on the surface of the millstone. An ominous creaking sound fills the mill as the grindstone begins to shift and warp. Then, with a bang like thunder, the crack on the stone snaps closed. The couple marvels at the new millstone, running their hands over the smooth surface. Oh, no! Not the ducks! No! The ducks! They want the flower! It was too quiet. Too quiet. Get out of here, guys. I'm trying to talk to these millers. Thank you. It's been fixed? It's been fixed. The stone should be more durable than ever. I dare say it might even hold up to any future attempts of sabotage. Oh my, what a wonder. If it's all the same to you, we need to get our grain processed right away. I love the strained smilers on the miller's face. I know. It's because he was screaming last time. And so, like, he just got this big old strained, yay! I can indulge in capitalism again! Hurrah! The Hawk has no patience when it comes to money. He'll already be at the bank putting through the paperwork. I have to talk to some sense into that penny-pinching buzzard. If I go now, I'm sure I'll intercept him at his office. Onward! Capitalism's forever invasive. Okay, where do I need to go for this next part? Speak to the Hawk at the village bank. Okay, so I do have to go to the village. Oh, it's just there. I could have thrown a cobblestone on his foot or something to slow him down. Just been like, look over there. When he turns around, just throw a cobblestone at his head. Nice try, but you missed. You just screamed for no reason. Although embracing
Logging
violence,
visitor
only
check-in
the
into
virtual
the universal database.
Hi SBG, how you doing? Okay, village. Alright, where's the bank? Down there. Look at me remembering I have a map to look at. Oh, I passed it. That makes sense.
A mysterious existence has appeared.
Keeping company of the moon tonight. It has been 4 hours, 13 minutes, 13 seconds, and 1,378 milliseconds moon gazing. What a lovely way to spend the time. You don't have an account here, ma'am. Well, rude. Just gonna walk back here anyway. Oh, I get it now. That place we couldn't reach in the well had treasure in it. I bet you the Hawk is stealing from the bank. Whoa, that's far enough. No one gets in there on my watch. What is this? What am I looking at here? No one. Hawk, why do you have a stuffed hawk in your desk? It's not just a bird statue, it is a stuffed hawk in the Hawk's office. Is this your mother? What have you done? You conniving knave. I know you sabotaged those poor Miller's grindstone. So what if I did? Their property value has gone up and they can't afford the rent. It's up to me to find someone else who can. She couldn't pay. People like you will never be satisfied. You'll always want more and more. Tell me, Master Hawk, what in the world would say to your hunger for gold? Simple. The rumbling would. The what? The rumbling, a precious bay alchemist. They say he's in possession of an alchemist stone that can turn whatever it touches into gold. Oh, so this is the Midas touch portion of the fairy tale. Gotcha. If the legends are to be believed, the one to catch the rumbling would be paid his weight in gold. You realize that means he's going to turn you into gold, right? You don't see the very obvious fairy tale warning sign in that phrase? Your weight in gold. My dude, that's a threat, not a promise. Then why not put your mind to catching the rumbling instead of harassing your poor tenants? Oh, believe me, I've tried. But he is a crafty fellow. I've only ever gotten my hands on a single clue, and I've got that locked up tight in my vault. Seems like you're robbing the world of an opportunity. Just because you can't find this rumbling fellow, no one else can. He eyed the nearby bank vault suspiciously. The single guard looks simple enough to bypass. Alright, guard, how do I bypass you? Glamour! Weakness is glamour! Okay. So I need a mimic toe and a foggy perfume. Which I need a smoke pellet for. And another witch spice, which I can do. Show him some gnarled leg. Show him the old razzle dazzle. Okay, so I'm gonna make the perfume. Luckily I have all the stuff on hand. But now I need to go outside and murder a mimic. Check out these chicken feet. Bet you've never seen a skinnier leg. Okay, let's see. I need to find a mimic. I don't remember what I need to activate the mimic's weakness. I'm pretty sure there's one over here. Yeah, there he is. How do they even support my weight? I'm 90% metal. I need a skeleton key. I'm gonna have to go to the graveyard and get some bones and a mummified head. And in order to get a mummified head, I'm gonna need salts. Let me just go ahead and prepare that. To the graveyard! I need an Intero band for this. Blah, 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 blah. What even is that symbol? I have no idea what that symbol is. Let's see. Graveyard. Damn, my brain just got fried for no reason. That symbol, it confused my eye spots. Okay, head. Salt, right? Yeah, salt. Give me that. Okay, then I need to dig up some bones. I need 2 more bones. Well, that one didn't have any bones. There we go. I will need 1 more. I love the Intero bang. It's both a question mark and an exclamation mark. That's what I was thinking, but my brain was having troubles deciphering it. The decentralized nervous system wins again. Okay, skeleton key. $1962. I wonder why I didn't catch on. It saves a space, and usually Americans will do anything to save type like, cost. That's why a lot of American words are spelled differently than their British counterparts, even though they're derived from the same English language. It's because Americans dropped letters to lower the cost of printing in the printing press. Alright, let's go murder a mimic. Okay, got a mimic toe. Get some glamour. And then we'll go back to the bank and glamour up the guard. Murder? No, I said Mordor. Gonna send hobbits to break his knees. I was gonna murder anyone. While the guard is busy picking his fingernails, you quaff the fruity tasting elixir. Its masking effect tickles the tip of your nose with a tingling sensation. While you don't feel any different on the inside, you know your outward appearance has changed when the guard glances up at you. Oh, hey, Leonard, is it time for my shift to change already? Yes, I'm here to relieve you. You better go and get some shut-eye while you still can.
It's almost time to close visitation to the atrium.
No! You don't gotta tell me twice. I feel like I've been on my feet all day long. The same picture, but reversed. The most glamorous portrait of all. Don't worry, I'll keep this vault nice and secure. You can count on me. Yeah, sure. Just keep your back straight. The Hawk's in a foul mood today for some reason. The guard stretches his shoulders and walks away, leaving you all alone in the bank vault. Thank you. What else can I loot? Ah, just the map. You find the Hawk's treasure map framed with pride. A little more than a tattered corner of a larger hole. No wonder the Hawk didn't get very far. This is barely a scrap. Squinting at the half-torn line work, you make out the cartographer's description of a giant dragon bones with a red X marking the spot. He set you up. It's his vault. The carcass looks awfully familiar. I wonder if it's the same one as rotting out in the swamp. Guess the Hawk never had much of a reason to go searching there. Not many real estate investment opportunities. What do you mean? There's a beautiful view and a dragon and all the mosquitoes you can murder. Who wouldn't want to rent there? I mean, they built Florida, and it's basically the same place. Okay. Go to the swamp. To the swamp. Alright, I think the bones are this way. Past the mummified corpses. X marks the spot. I'll have to get rid of these bones. How do I get rid of the bones? Acidic. Okay. Acidic. We've got the stuff for it. No, we don't. We need water for weird water. And we need this, which we can crop. And I think there's a well just down here. All I would need to do is craft a pot. Water. Water for the acid. There's a pump right here. And then we can make the weird water. And then we can make the acid. Water for acid. Seems legit. No questions here. Go. The beast, rock-like remains dissolve into a disgusting white goo, leaving behind a conspicuous hidey hole. You reach your hand into the hole and pull out a single copper coin encrusted with grime. Rusty coin. Heck yeah! I love me a coin. Especially an old coin. That's some acid, I know. It burned through a dragon skeleton. After scraping away the muck on the coin, you can barely make out a motto etched into it, the metal surface. To summon the alchemist to thee at the Fey Ring, you must pay the required fee. Fey Ring? I wonder if it's referring to the overgrown mushroom patch in the forest. I mean, there's a lot of Fey Rings in that forest. What are the odds the guards are going to meet you? I mean, we know it's like at this point, it's basically a setup, right? He's just following me to find it, but I think it's going to be another situation like the stag where it's its own undoing. He's going to tell the Rumpelstiltskin or the Stinskling or whatever it is, the Midas hobbit thing, that he was the one who found him, and then it's going to turn him into gold. Forest. He wants to get you rumpled. But joke's on him. He's the one that's gonna get rumpled. And then we're gonna stiltskin all over him. Now what is this fairy circle wants? Floral wreath. Okay. It wants a flower crown. Why does this floral crown need a rainbow roll? And not flower petals. What is this nonsense? I need a glitter bomb. Which means I need water and sitlings. Let's see if we get a sitling out of this. Nope. Okay, let's go to the clay crafters then. Pretty ingredient intensive for, you know, a flower crown. This is too far. The guy's back in the middle. Do I have enough to make a pot? Let me go get the water real quick since I'm here at the well. A flower crown with no flowers. I guess because the glitter bomb has petals in it. I guess that's how they're justifying it. Okay, got our jar of water. Uh-huh, sure. Okay, let's get the sitlings. Oh, don't go toward the dog. There we go. Makes about as much sense as anything else around here, yes. Okay. So, glitter bomb. Oh, I just needed a jar. I need more clay. I didn't need water. I just needed a jar. That's fine. There's some clay up here. I don't have to go very far from it. And then once we get this item crafted, we'll go find someone to raid. Okay. Got the jar crafted. Got the glitter bomb crafted. Get the rainbow roll crafted. And then make the flower... No, not that. Flower crown. Alright, I'm actually gonna go put it at the fairy place. Just why not? We're here. I think there's another fairy ring we have to activate before we're done with this mission anyway, because there's one just like it at the other side of the... Or there's one just like it actually in the fields. Is that not what you wanted? Oh, there's a deer! Hello! Hello there, friend. What's this? That worthless coin said this would summon the rumpling, not some flowery deer. You take a close look at the discarded floral branch. Antler? Branchler? One of the growing buds looks larger than the rest, and it twitches when you poke it. Oh, hello there. Looks like this sprout needs some fresh fairy water. There's no water at the fairy circle, but surely there are others about. I better go plant this thirsty fellow and see what happens. Where do you want me to plant it? Visit the fairy lake in the fields. I knew it. I knew we would be there soon. Okay. Let's go to the portal sections, and then we'll save it. And go find someone to raid out to. Okay, dip. Let me put the controller away. Don't drink the fairy water. It's actually 95% alcohol.
It is time for invasive capitalism. We'll be back after these forced messages.
Consume. 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 Consume.
Alright, let's see who I have. Got a lot of people on, actually. A lot of people doing games. I don't know who I want to raid out to. Because there's a lot of good people in here. I guess let's go raid Avocado, maybe? Let me make sure she's not ending, because she's been up for 6 hours. Off to bed. No, they are in sleep mode. Let's not do that. Go raid Strudel. Let me shout them out so you know what they're about.
Nice. Even though I got frozen from it. Keep it going, yeah!
Get him!
Ball! Ballzinga!
That would be a joke that Mikey would make.
Do you know why Sheldon says Bazinga?
Cause you're a punk?
It's actually Ballzinga because he sucks balls.
Raj. Oh, nice.
I don't like Sheldon.
That's a perfect comeback. I don't like Sheldon. Alright. Before we leave, you can catch us at all these places and more. And if you'd like to join us on this raid, you can copy this message. If you're a USI donor or donation recipient, you can copy the one with the special emote.
Prepare for duty, space friends.
That's all the time we have for today. and the last stream we'll do for the week. If you guys are part of Lily's Discord, the Asylum, I might see you over there. But until next time, have fun, space friends!